So today is July 9th. A couple weeks ago I posted a video talking about how full the hive appeared, and I was pretty worried about things. As with a top bar hive, unlike a Langstroth hive where you can just keep adding frames as the colony builds, with a top bar hive you're kind of stuck. Well, you're not kind of stuck, you are stuck. The hive is the size of it is. So I was worried I needed to do something, but I didn't want to do something too soon, so I emailed one of my beekeeper friends who actually has Langstrongs, but he's a pretty knowledgeable beekeeper. Emailed him with that video, and I said, this is what it looks like 2 weeks ago, and he's like, oh, you got to do something. The problem with top bar hives is they tend to swarm. Swarming meaning they run out of room, and you got 50 Mexicans in the house, and they all say, all right, we're out of here, we got to find a new house. So I went there this morning, and the other problem that I had is I noticed when they first started building the honey storage combs that the one was crooked, and I didn't do anything about it right away. And then the problem is if they don't build it straight across the bar, then it ends up getting, well, crooked. It doesn't fill out the bar, and so when you pull the bar out, it doesn't come with it. And then you pull the next bar, and once you get one crooked comb, then they all essentially become crooked. So the only problem that I had today was that. So when I pulled the bar off, only a third at best of the comb came with it, and along with the next one. So then you have like 3 crashed combs in the hive, so you got to reach in there and grab them. And the problem with doing that is instead of having a clean comb come out where you can brush the bees off, I essentially had to go in there with both hands and scoop these mashed combs out that all collapsed. And with it came, well, as you can see, all these bees. So now, most of them are, dead. It's like drowning in a bowl of, well, honey, obviously. Then there's still some live ones in there, but they're so covered with honey, there's no way they can get out. So my next challenge is to now strain this. You just pour it all into a big bulk or glass. Upside down, kind of making it look like a what's the thing with sands in them?
Sand timer.
A little sand timer. So you put one ball jar, you put a really fine piece of mesh between it, and then just put it out in the sun, really. And just because it's so liquidy and warm, it just strains it right through. And you're left on one side, you're left with wax, and on the other side, you're left with honey. In this case, I'll be left with bees and wax on one side, and the other side, honey. So anyway, I established this hive back in April 15th-ish, and it's now July 9th, and that's got to be every bit of 10 pounds worth of honey, I bet. And it's super sweet. There's a couple of spots up here that I kind of dabbled in, and it's unbelievably sweet. So that's it. So the good news is I only got bit twice. They were pretty active when they first came out, did some drive-bys, weren't real happy with me. And then they kind of settled down, and I went about my thing, and then when the comb started crashing, I was freaking out. But just kind of maintained my cool and scooped them out. Put the bars back in, closed up the hive. There's some guys that are going to die because they got caught between the top of the thing and the roof. I swept off as many as I could, but they're going to be caught there in the attic and, well, unfortunately perish. Other than that, I think they're happy, and I don't know. I'll go back in a week or so, and hopefully they're building out a hive. There you have it.